Hey Bob, um, where should I start? I at a young age had the opportunity to pretty much grow up in the bleachers of the pool level academy. From my oldest sister swimming for you, Jenny, Ryan, as you still call her, to Liz, and then myself. At a young age, I remember sitting up there, sweating, hot as hell, playing under the bleachers, smacking my head on that damn metal frame every time I was under there, and hearing this echo of this constant whistle that at the time I had no clue what it meant, who was directed towards anything. But now a whistle that I'll never forget. Having the opportunity to grow up in the bleachers, I was able to see firsthand the family that stood together every day on that pool deck, and I wanted nothing more than to be a part of that family. When 7th grade came along, there was no question. The swim team it was. I couldn't practice with modified. I lived out of town, so I asked if I could practice with varsity right after school. And you allowed it. Being a scrawny little 7th grader, I got no special treatment. Just like every other swimmer, we were all looked at and coached equally. I look back and remember so many small things that now have made such a large impact on my life. The team was more than a team, it was a family. The spaghetti dinners that we had together before any big meet, the Saturday practices that always ended at Country Bob's with breakfast, the games of animal ball that have just dissipated. And I believe I was even talked into coming to some of those varsity practices on Saturday mornings when the modified was not practicing. And one Saturday I do recall was a game of animal ball. I believe it was Ben Cole and Elijah Wilton who decided it would be a good idea to see if they could make me a part of the pool deck, more or less the gutter. So they teamed up, grabbed a hold of me, dragged me across almost every square inch of the gutter, scraping, cutting, my back wide open, bleeding all over the place. Fond memories. Then the Christmas Eve board practices, Pac-Mans, lane threes, the whole team as we're walking or running on the pool decks, singing as loud as we can, we're not going to take it anymore, knowing it's only making it worse for us. But the biggest thing I remember, standing on those blocks, waiting to hear that gun, diving into the water into complete silence. You could never hear the crowd. At least I couldn't. The only thing I could ever hear was that whistle. And it was then that I realized what that whistle meant. Get your ass moving. If you can keep up with Bob's whistle, you're going to do just okay. You're going to do fine. Another thing I will never forget is the sound of your keys bouncing off your leg as you're coming down the hall. You didn't even need to be close to know where you were. You could hear you from 2 floors down. The keys told the story that you were coming, whether we were in the locker room waiting for you and we needed to straighten up because you were going to come in, or just to know that you were still around school, we could hear your keys. Bob, I'd like to thank you for everything. Keep on fighting. You have a whole family of swimmers that are praying for you, and we all want you to get better. Thanks for everything, Bob.